Hello, welcome to Decorating with Deco Planet Cameroon. It's always a pleasure to decorate with you in this forum. But before we get into a practical floral arrangement, I want to share a tweet that left a lot of impression on me this morning. A friend of mine shared Brian Tracy's tweet on 3 reasons why it is difficult for some people to succeed in life. And of course, I want to say here that Brian Tracy, like Bob Proctor, they are my favorite uh, inspirational speakers on self-help and personal development. I love them, especially Bob. Okay, Brian says he identifies 3 reasons why it is difficult for some people to make progress in life. I'll just dwell on one real quick. The first one he identifies is living in the comfort zone. Yes, some of us have been there where we feel very secured. I use the word secured, doing the kind of things that we have been doing the kind of things we know best how to do, and living in the kind of environment, the kind of space that we are sure of. I've used the word security and surety. Could living in a comfort zone be more detrimental to us than the comfort we get living in those areas, living in this zone? Could it be a form of a lack of self-esteem or some insecurity that has not been dealt with in life from childhood or beyond? Could we begin to get out of the kind of things that we are used to doing, the way that we are used to doing them, and then daring into some of those things that we have never done? I've always dreamt of driving a trailer. It's longest trailers, and it has been embedded in my spirit. Could it be a time for me to dare and do it? Sometimes I learned about trying to get out of my comfort zone. I started serving myself with my left hand. Initially, I'll make spills around, but later on, I became comfortable using both hands. So I consciously help myself to be ambidextrous. What are we saying? Join me. Get out of your comfort zone. Get your flowers together. Get other decoration gadgets together, and put up something that you never imagined. There could be pitfalls. There could be errors. It may not be perfect. But as you keep at it, oh yes, success is waiting for you. Oh yes, if you keep at it, definitely you will realize a better design, a better realization than what you had never dreamed of. Thank you so much for being there for me. All right. Today, I want to start from that angle of walking out of my comfort zone. And this is our verse. It's a soup bowl in my kitchen that had a crack. Yes, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. So instead of throwing this soup bowl away, I want to improvise on it, innovate with it, and then turn it into a flower vase. And of course, this flower vase is getting into a very gorgeous snail design orange flower vase. Just stay tuned and then walk with me. The first thing you do, one of the things you do when you have a broken appliance in the house, if you are a designer, if you are a decorator, you can get some offcuts from this. This offcut is from this flower. So I remove them from here, you can see. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone today. Okay. So we are going to place them. I'll start by placing this leaf on this part. I'll start by placing. So I put some glue, then I place it. So someone may not even imagine that this ceramic soup bowl had a tear. And of course, it adds to the beauty of the original ceramic bowl. So I'll do the same thing to the north, south. I'll first do opposite, which means you can just do at 2 angles. Like this is okay. It's beautiful. So you can leave it at this point if you choose. but I felt that I should maybe just give it another notch by doing it. What do you think? So leaving it at both levels, just the two angles, is still very beautiful. Very beautiful. You may wonder, what if a client buys it? Is difficult. It's difficult for some, as you have glued it, it's very difficult for somebody to take note of the crack. And of course, you use the glue there so that it doesn't hurt somebody. So you glue the sharp edge, and there's no way it can hurt somebody. So at this point, if we want to leave it like this, I think I'll just leave it like that. It's beautiful. I've changed my mind. Getting out of my comfort zone, doing what I did not plan to do. Thank you, Brian Tracy, and all other inspirational speakers, inspirational authors who tirelessly empower us with their input on personal development and, of course, self-help literature. When you feed your styrofoam, be patient. Yes, and sometimes when you feed your styrofoam on your vase, you can stabilize it. You can ensure that it is well glued by fitting the glue in between the styrofoam and your vase. Voila. In this case, you are very sure, because flowers that have big stems, that have huge stems, in a shallow vase like this, they kick it off. So you can finish with your arrangement, and just the last input, the whole thing will come out. And so sometimes it's very frustrating. The flower, this time, as I said, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. So I'm trying black roses, which is so rare and unusual, and orange, and the orange huge rose blooms. So I'm putting them together because the vase itself is orange. I'm keeping it as a surprise, but I'll bring it on board any moment from now. So I'll take up my ribbon. Okay, now I'm inspired to do something that is like maybe in a tier step arrangement, as we say in simple parlance. So I want to do it in a descending manner. Okay, I want a situation where the roses will be as if they're bowing to the rest of the flower arrangement. That is what has inspired me. So I'll put this one, glue this one right here, a step lower. I'll glue it a step lower. I personally like tall blooms. Though sometimes, if it's a centerpiece floral arrangement to run across an event table, yeah, I'll keep it to the height, the desired height. And then when you have a situation like this, it looks ugly. What do? Sometimes you equally have offcuts of green flowers. You need a green band. The floral band ran out of my floral band. And as I told you today, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. So you just get any green leaf that doesn't have much use, and you use it as a band. So when you run out of your floral band, don't stop decorating, don't stop working. Just use any green, improvise with any greenery to pad your floral ugly parts. Okay, so I've put them at 3 points, and of course, since I'm out of the floral band, I've used offcuts of leaves, and I've equally banded it. Yes. So now, how do we fit it like this? No way. There's improper. The vase cannot carry this height. So sometimes it's good to measure. Today, I'm going to show you how I measure. So if you do it at this level, it means that these roses, every other thing, this will be the lining. This last orange rose will be the lining. So every other thing will come down like this. So at this point, you have to decide your lining height. So that's too low for me. So I'll try this cut. I'll try here so that I don't over limit myself with the subsequent lower blooms. Sometimes to cut rose sticks can be a challenge since there's a wire. It's always better to cut it higher so that if you have a problem, you can recut. And identify the front of your vase. When we have that tear, I can send it to my left. So this will be the front and this will be the back. So I'm working from here, but definitely you will not leave the back empty. So leave a bit of styrofoam where you can always fit something to make the back part beautiful. You never know if it's a product for sale, some other person may decide to buy and then may not know how to, may not really know which part is the back view and the front view. Okay, I did a small twist. I folded this thing a bit to give it better stability. Remember, there's transportation. This is a flower for sale, so it has to be transported from one area to another. So it's good to secure the glue there very much. This is my lining flower, and I've already restricted myself. At this point, I can decide to tilt it backwards, but not now. The glue is getting set. So this simply is our black cream and orange floral arrangement. Now comes the pleasant surprise. The pleasant surprise, you see where we are going to place her. Okay, this is the pleasant surprise I promised you at the beginning. So this is the vase. This is the original vase that we are dealing with. It's a snail shell, the shell of a snail, and I love it so much. I love it so much. That's why I could afford to do this floral arrangement on a ceramic that had a little cut, because I knew that all of this have to sit in here. So, okay, like the Frenchman says, voila. So if you like our creation, I started right from the vase, repairing the cracked ceramic bowl, and right to the finish. We've worked together, and of course I would like you to try it at home, not exactly with this same shade of flowers. Orange may never be your thing, but whatever shade suits you, get them on board and then follow the practical exercise, the steps that we have gone through, from the refurbishing of the flowers that were deficient from transportation to the finished project. If you like it, definitely give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and of course, leave us comments. Share your pictures of what you do with us. We love you so much, and we're looking forward to see you share with others how to get out of their comfort zone and do other things out of their vision.